A frozen wasteland where the silence is louder than any storm. A place so cold, so empty. It should hold nothing but ice. But beneath that endless white lies a world of secrets. Dark, ancient, and waiting. This is not just a land of snow and wind. It's where nature hides its darkest whispers. Where shadows move without bodies. Where time slips and things disappear. Where mysteries don't fade, they linger. Tonight we uncover chilling stories trapped in the ice, and some were never meant to surface. Are you ready to face what Antarctica hides? Because some truths are darker than the cold. The Blood Falls Mystery. In the coldest place on Earth, something bleeds. At the edge of Taylor Glacier in East Antarctica, a deep red stream pours from the ice. It's called Blood Falls. And the color is no illusion. The water stains the frozen landscape like something ancient, trapped too long, finally breaking through. This is not fresh meltwater. It's ancient brine, rich in iron. So salty it stays liquid even in temperatures as low as -17 Celsius. When it touches air, the iron reacts with oxygen. It rusts, it turns red, and it flows like blood. But what makes Blood Falls truly terrifying is not what we see. It's what scientists found inside. This water has been sealed beneath the glacier for over 1 million years. No sunlight, no oxygen, and yet it holds life. Microbes, not ordinary ones. Extremophiles, organisms that feed on iron and sulfur, that don't need light or air or warmth. They are ancient, they are alone, and they are alive. Their existence raises a question that stretches far beyond Antarctica. If life can survive here, in darkness, in salt, in stillness, could it also survive on Europa or Mars? Blood Falls is no longer just a mystery of Earth. It is a message. Something ancient lives beneath the ice. Something patient. Something that whispers. Life is not fragile. It is relentless. And maybe, just maybe, what lies below is not done rising. Blood Falls reminds us, even where sunlight never reaches, life endures. But beneath Antarctica's surface, not everything is alive. Some things are frozen in time. Some stories drift silently, carrying the dead with them. Ghost ship. Jenny frozen in time. Long before modern ships and radar, the waters around Antarctica were feared. Sailors called the Drake Passage the Sea of No Return. Storms strike without warning. Waves rise like walls. The cold is merciless. In 1823, a British schooner named Jenny sailed into these deadly waters and vanished. For 17 years, no word, no wreckage, no trace. Then, in 1840, a whaling ship from Bremen reported something chilling. They spotted a vessel trapped in ice, drifting through the mist. The name on the hull, Jenny. The crew boarded, expecting an empty shell, but the ship was not empty. Inside, the frozen bodies of the entire crew remained, preserved by the cold, seated at their stations, eyes closed, as if still waiting. At the captain's desk, one man sat with a pen in his hand. The logbook lay open. The final entry read, "No food for 71 days. I am the only one left alive." His hand had stopped, mid-sentence. No signs of struggle, no broken sails, no chaos. Just silence, just stillness. Whether truth or myth, the story warns us. In Antarctica, the ice does not bury the past. It preserves it. Ships may not sink. They may simply drift forever through a place where time no longer moves. Flight 901. Crash and hauntings at McMurdo Station. In 1979, Air New Zealand Flight 901 took off from Auckland. a scenic flight designed to give passengers a rare glimpse of Antarctica from above. Families, tourists, crew, they boarded full of hope, expecting a breathtaking journey over endless snow and towering peaks. But they never returned. As the plane neared the continent, it entered a blinding whiteout. The pilots could not see the rising land ahead. Within seconds, the aircraft crashed into the side of Mount Erebus, an active volcano hidden beneath a blanket of snow. All 257 people on board were lost. It was one of the deadliest air disasters in the history of the Southern Hemisphere. Debris scattered across the icy slopes. Recovery teams faced perilous conditions, and even today, some wreckage remains buried beneath layers of snow and time. Not far from the crash site stands McMurdo Station, Antarctica's largest research base. And since that day, strange things have been reported. Footsteps in the snow when no one is outside. Cold air slipping through locked doors. Voices drifting in the distance, fading when followed. Figures have been seen, silent, watching, standing by frosted windows. Many believe the souls of Flight 901 never left, that they still wander the frozen wilderness, caught somewhere between memory and ice. Antarctica is not only a land of science, it is a land that remembers. The third man factor, Shackleton's ghost companion. Antarctica holds other mysteries, not always in the form of ghosts or echoes. Sometimes they come as a presence, unseen, unnamed, yet unmistakably real. It was 1916. Explorer Ernest Shackleton was leading one of the most desperate survival missions in polar history. His ship, the Endurance, had been crushed by ice. No radio, no rescue, just an endless wilderness of white. With his crew clinging to life, Shackleton crossed glaciers, mountains, and frozen wastelands. With barely any food, no sleep, no certainty they'd survive. But as they pushed across the uncharted island of South Georgia, something strange began to happen. Shackleton later wrote that he and his two companions felt a fourth, a figure walking beside them, not seen, not heard, but felt, calm, steady, guiding. They all sensed it, and they all believed it was real. And this wasn't unique. Over the years, climbers, shipwreck survivors, and polar explorers have reported the same experience. That in moments of absolute exhaustion, when death feels just a breath away, a silent companion appears. Scientists call it the third man factor. Some say it's a mental trick, a final defense when the mind nears its edge. But others aren't so quick to explain it away. Some believe it's a guardian, a spirit, or a glimpse into something just beyond human understanding. In Antarctica, where life clings to the edge, and survival often hinges on faith, many have felt this invisible presence, and none who've felt it ever forget it. True crime in Antarctica, murder and mystery. In 1959, at a remote Soviet research station deep in Antarctica's frozen wilderness, something chilling happened. Two scientists, alone for months, cut off from the world, and one night during a quiet game of chess, everything snapped. An argument turned violent, and one man lifted an ice axe and brought it down. Murder. At the edge of the world. But that wouldn't be the last mystery carved into the ice. In the year 2000, Rodney Marks, a brilliant Australian astrophysicist, fell suddenly, inexplicably ill at the South Pole. He died within hours. An autopsy later revealed something strange. He had been poisoned with methanol, a toxic substance no one could explain. No suspects, no arrests, no answers. The case remains unsolved to this day. Antarctica isn't just a frozen lab, it's a pressure chamber. a place where the cold creeps into the mind, and isolation can break even the strongest. Endless nights, no sun, no escape. And when something goes wrong, justice is as far away as the nearest continent. Because in Antarctica, no one truly rules. No single nation governs it. No flag claims its ice. And in that silence, crimes can vanish, and secrets can stay buried forever. The Brinical Icy Finger of Death. Beneath Antarctica's frozen seas, something sinister takes shape. Not a creature, not a storm, but an event, as eerie as it is deadly. They call it the Brinical, the icy finger of death. It begins when ultra-cold, salty water trapped inside sea ice begins to leak downward. Heavier than the surrounding ocean, this freezing brine sinks, slowly, silently, carving a hollow tube of ice as it falls, a tentacle of death reaching into the deep. And when it touches the ocean floor, the horror begins. The Brinical spreads like a ghost, freezing everything in its path. Starfish, sea urchins, helpless creatures moving too slowly to escape, become sealed in solid ice. Alive, then gone. Captured on camera, this frozen execution stunned scientists worldwide. Because here, in the quiet blackness beneath the ice, life and death dance to nature's coldest rhythm. This is Antarctica, silent, beautiful, lethal. If that chilled your spine, subscribe for more stories buried beneath the ice and the madness of time itself. History was wild, and we've got the receipts. Oh yeah, the past must be crazy.